Vlad, listen. If I only had 3 months to master any language, these are the things that I would do. Now you're wondering, who is this guy telling me how to master a language in only 3 months? Is it even possible? Vlad. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve everything in this life. Ponyo. Понимаешь? So today I tell you all the secrets. Now I must warn you, Vlad. Listen, these are things that not everybody can do. Only the few chosen by the ancestors can do these things. So if you are here looking for a shortcut, I warn you, it is not going to work for you because this is very hard. 3 months is a lot of time, only if you do it right. Ponyo. The first thing that you want to do is understand your why. As in, why am I on this planet suffering? Oh, dear Lord, take me already. No, seriously, like your why. Like, why are you learning this language? What is it for? For me, for instance, I had to learn Russian in only 9 months because I needed to, participate. No, what is the word? Enroll in a Russian university. So I had to learn it. 9 months. I enrolled in a school and I learned, I studied, I worked hard, I passed. So you need to understand, if it's a hobby, it is going to help you understand how much time you're going to put into this language. Once you understand why you're learning it, it will give you an idea of how hard you're supposed to work. So the first thing is to understand how much you need this language. Because for me, if I didn't work hard, I wouldn't have been able to get into the school that I wanted, Vlad. Ponyo. Понимаешь? Okay. So the second thing that I would do is to find a school, a language school or a tutor. If I have the money. I know some of you guys are not rich like me. Very, very poor. I understand. Python, if you have the money, I tell you this. Find a tutor or go to a language school. It is going to help you a lot because they give you structure. Понимаешь? This structure helps you a lot. Because reading a book is good, but you waste a lot of time. It's like, how you say in English? Reinventing the wheel, Vlad. You're wasting a lot of time and you're reading things over and over that are not even important, maybe. So if you have the money, after you understand the reason why you're learning this language, find a tutor. Even just 1 or 2 classes per week, it helps a lot. Point. No, whether or not you have the money to actually go to a learning school or find a tutor, the most important thing you need to do is to also find materials. Books. There's a lot online. Just search Russian language PDF. You're going to find a lot of books. Now, spend a day gathering all the materials. Read through them. Just peruse through them. Find something that has your language and it's translating to the language that you're learning. But this is very important. Now, there's a lot of good books out there. You're going to find, but how do I say this? Find one book and stick to it, Blood. Okay? Like, really, bro. Like, find a good book, stick to it. Like, don't move to any other book, because this is how people find themselves in tutorial hell. You switch from one material to another, you're always switching and you're not making progress in anything. You're like just rotating about the same place. Just find the materials, stick to them. Like, just stick to the materials. This is very, very important. Whether you have a tutor or not, it doesn't matter. If you are learning 1 hour a day and after that you're not doing anything, you're going to make very little progress. So you need to find your materials that you're also going to study on your own. Vlad, it doesn't matter whether you have a tutor or you go to a language school and you have the best materials, you've downloaded, you've done everything. But this point is like a warning. Ponyo, it's like, Vlad, you can have all the best materials and the best tutors or go to the best learning school in the world. But as long as, Vlad, you do not put in the effort to yourself, you do not work hard, you're not going to make any progress. You will just be pathetic. Python, you need to work hard. You need to study, depending on your why, your first point, the one we talked about. You need to understand why you're doing it. And this will help you understand how much time you need to put in. For me, maybe it was 4-8 hours every day. I had to study a lot. Maybe for you it's just an hour. It's okay if it's a hobby, but putting in a lot of hours, if you want to learn a language in just 3 months, I would suggest 4 to 5 hours every day, even up to 6 to 8 hours, as long as you have the free time. If the more hours you put in, the more practice you do, the easier it will become for you to actually master the language in just 3 months. I learned the Russian alphabet in, one day. The letters, the words, I learned them in a few hours, but it took me an entire week just to learn how to read properly. I was putting in a lot of hours. I was even working, I was at work. I was, when I'm free, I read the book. When I'm free, I watch a YouTube tutorial. So you have to actually want to learn. You have to actually, work hard, put in the effort. It won't come easy, Vlad. Vlad, you need to understand that learning a language is very different from learning something like mathematics. Point. It is similar, but in a sense, it's like you need a lot of practice. You need to find people online, like on Discord, or I don't know, in maybe Instagram. Find people who are learning the language. You can search online. You can find a lot of things, because when you're learning a language, just like mathematics, actually learning a language is just like mathematics. I think a lot of people treat learning languages like you're not supposed to study it. You're supposed to know the grammar. You're actually supposed to learn everything. And then after this, you need to how you say you need to practice. You need to talk a lot, because most of the times the way you read, you might have learned all the rules on how to read, but you find that when you're talking to people, they pronounce words in a different way, they say the words in a different way. It's slang is never there in the textbook. So you need to find people who you are going to talk to. This is very, very important. I also recommend that you watch a lot of movies and TV shows and listen to music, the music of, those guys that from the country where they speak the language that you're trying to learn. This is really going to help you a lot. So once you do that, it's going to help you a lot. Like, trust me, like I listen to a lot of Russian music. I listen to Johnny and Glimba. I listen to, Anna Asti. That's my god, bro. I listen to Makan. Я тот самый молодой, слышь, back of it, somewhat, были точно в boy. You get the picture, right? So yeah, listen to music, practice a lot, because things you cannot get in the textbooks, like pronunciations, a lot of things are not there in the textbook. So practice, practice, practice. Last but not the least, I want to say that if you want to learn a new language, bro, my pidgin is so bad. Like, it sounds so fake. It sounds worse than my Russian accent. But yeah, like, if you want to learn a language properly, like you want to learn any language and you use Duolingo, I warn you, Vlad, if I catch you, I will do things to you, Vlad. I promise. Never use Duolingo. Duolingo is very stupid. It has very, very, very dumb dialogues. Привет. Привет 2 дня. Just learning how to say привет. Почему? Зачем? I don't understand. Duolingo wastes a lot of time. You say mama дома, papa дома 2 days. I don't have mama, блядь. Понимаешь? I don't have papa. Поэтому зачем мне these sentences, Vlad? So Duolingo wastes a lot of time. You are better off watching a video for 3 minutes on YouTube than doing Duolingo, because it's very stupid, So don't use these fancy apps. I don't like them, I know I sound like, you're an old head, Duolingo is fun. Learning languages is not always supposed to be fun. It is about the pen, Vlad. It is about going through the struggles, the rain, the mud. That is the only way you learn. Привет. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, guys, anyways, that's all for this video. Those are the only tips that I had. But if you have any questions or anything about how I learn Russian or whatever, or how to learn a language, just write them in the comment section, and I'm open to answering anything that you might want to, like you're just curious, So thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, whatever. So